Okay, so good afternoon everyone. So mag-start ta ha. So mag-continue na ko sa akong part. So nanata diri sa don'ts of effective grading or reporting. So first, let's have the depend entirely on number crunching, and then next, allow personal bias to affect grades. So here diri sa allow personal bias to affect grades, so kinahanglan dili ta mag use ato ang like personal kanang unsa ato ang kuan mga intention like something like that. So kinahanglan mag-base gid ta sa katong process gid sa gradings, and then grade on the curve using the class as the norm group. Then keep grading procedures secret. So kinahanglan din nato i-keep a secret ang procedure sa pag-grade. So kinahanglan i-inform na to atong mga parents and then also our students. Then use effort, improvement, attitude, and motivations for borderline students. Then next, penalize poorly performing students early in the semester, and then return assessment weeks later with little or no feedback. So kanang it's a no jud ni no, kanang kinahanglan di na to buhaton nga i-return na to pero kanang kuan na kanang something like walay feedback or wala baroy score. So be inflexible with borderline cases. Then use zero scores indiscriminately when averaging grades. Then include extra credits assignments that are not related to the learning target. So it's a don't jud no, so understood na kay siya tanan. And then rely on one of two or of two assessment for a semester grade. So di pod siya pwede. So kinahanglan atong basihan gyud is katugay tanan nga atong gihatag nilang assessment, not only for one or two. And then lower grades for cheating, misbehaving, or tardiness or absences. So di siya pwede nga kanang pataka-taka lang kag gamay sa grado sa student as a teacher no nga kay sige siya absent, so di gyud. So kinahanglan mo follow gyud gihapon ta sa process. So next, so mao na siya mga don'ts of effective reporting or grading. Next slide, please. So, diri na ta sa planning and implementing parent-teacher conference. So, the parent-teacher conference is the most common way teachers communicate with parents about students' progress. So, it is typically a face-to-face discussion, though phone conference and calls can be also be used. So mao ni siya no kaning planning and implementing parents and teacher conference. So it is a must put in a bisag in a one school year lang or kuan nga magkamit jud ang mga parents ug ang teacher kay para ma-discuss nila kung unsa ang growth or ang progress sa ilahang anak, sa ang ma-discuss sa mga teachers ang progress sa mga bata dito sa ilang parents. The next, so naay kanang there are two types of parent-teacher conference based on the two purposes. So naay ang first is the group conferences. So these are conducted in the beginning of the year to communicate school and class policies. So, for example, so kani diri sa group conference kay kanaging magpa-PTE meeting ang mga teachers, like bago pa nagsugod ang klase, so magpatawag og meeting si teacher sa tanan nga parents kay para ma-discuss nila didto kung unsay mga kuan mga policy sa eskwelahan or ang unsay kinahanglan nila nga project, di ba? So ara nila i-discuss tanan kana mga evaluation procedures, kana mga expectations or mga like something like unsay improvement or unsay puy ma-suggest sa parents nga improvement sa school or ilahang ipa-project. So next, we have here the individual conference. So these are conducted to discuss the individual students' achievement, progress, or difficulty. So kaning individual conference kay ang teacher is magpatawag sample ang for example ang kanang mama ni Solomon is gipatawag sa maestra kay si Solomon kay kanang kuan baron kanang ni kanang improve ba siya or kanang nisamot ba siya ka week sa klase ing ana, so ipatawag siya kay para istoryahan ang teacher sa attitude sa bata or sa kanang performance sa bata. So kaning group conference, so mao ni siya no kanang like tanan nga parents or kanang in a group ang meeting, and then individual mao ni siya murag one on one ni siya. Na next, oh, lagi ko kakita sa slide. Okay, dada. Okay, so mag-move on na ta diri sa checklist for conducting parent-teacher conferences. So mao na siya mga checklist nga atong kanang buhaton if you are going to conduct a parent-teacher conference. So first na diri sa checklist, sa example, okay, nawala na pod. Wait, basin sa ko na. Okay, na diri sa example no, kaning sa first niya is plan each conference in advance. So kanang dapat lang no nga kanang when kanang mag-conduct tag conference, so ato gid siya planuhon nga kanang for example karon pa lang daan ganahan ka mag-conduct, so planuhon gid mo daan nga mag-conduct kag conference, dili ka ingon nga diretso or kanang didiha dayon nga conference ba. And then next, second, so conduct the conference in a private, quiet and comfortable setting. So kanang kani diri is kanang kinahanglan kanang convenient nga place or kanang dili gid ingon nga kanang saba nga lugar kay para ma-discuss niyo tarong kung unsa inyo ang i-discuss sa conference. And then next kay begin with class discussion of positive student performances. So kanang just like having a feedback no, so kinahanglan mag sa conference so kinahanglan i-discuss na nato una ang mga positive, so unya na ang negative, and then establish in a informal professional tone, and then encourage parent participation in the conference. So kanang encourage na to ang mga parents nga mo participate or mo attend sa conference. The next, be frank in reviewing student strength and weaknesses. So kinahanglan mo prangka ka, like wala kay itago, like kung unsay gigikuan kinahanglan istorya nimo, so di ka angay nga makuan nga istorya sa parents kay ilaha man pud ang right nga makaibaw pud sila sa tinuod nga performance or mga strength ug mga weaknesses sa ilang students. And then review language skills, and then review learning targets with examples of students' performances that show progress. So kana mag-review pud ka sa mga learning targets, so maghatag pud kag mga examples or magpakita kag mga examples nga nag-show sa progress sa ka students. And then avoid discussing other students and teachers. Yes, kanang dili gyud ka magamit og mga name nga kanang like for example nagpakon kag conference imuhang sa imong section, so kanang mag-avoid ka magamit kag kanang ngan sa mga teachers lain as an example or sa students lain as an example sa imong conference. So or kung kinahanglan imuha ra gyud own students ang imong i-example, and then avoid bluffing, and then identify 2 or 3 areas to work on in a plan of action. So mao na siya ang example checklist nga kanang we need to kanang like ma-utilize na to or magamit na to in conducting parent-teacher conferences. Next. Okay. So let's have here the recommendation for effective parent-teacher conferences. So mao ni siya ang mga recommendations no nga kanang for us teachers in the future is that kanang if we are going to have a parent-teacher conference is kanang ma-effectively nato nga mabuhat nga na. So mao ni siya mga recommendation. So first, let's have here the before. So before ka mag-conduct sa conference, so encourage parents to review students' work at the home, notes concerns or questions, and bring those to the conference. So kanang before ka magpakandak og conference, so encourage ni mga parents nga kay kanang definitely dito sa conference is that atong i-discuss mga kuan magid progress sa mga students. So before the conference is encourage agad nimo ang teacher, I mean ang parents nga i-review ang mga work sa students, ilahang kanang like ilahang mga growth baron, ilahang progress i-review sa gid sa teachers, or kanang isuwat nila dito kay para isuwat nila ang ilang concern para dali na lang nila ma-raise sa time sa conference. Then schedule times that are convenient for both working and non-working parents. Yes, of course, no. So kanang mag-schedule ka og conference. So kanang like kanang convenient ang kanang kuan ba like kanang maka-attend ang katong nagtrabaho, and then maka-attend pon ang katong mga wa nagtrabaho. So kanang free time sa kanang like free ang kanang working and non-working parents ba, so maka-attend ra sila. So notify parents well ahead of scheduled conference time. So yes, kanang kinahanglan imo ingnon ang mga parents sa time, like for example kanang 2 days before ing ana. So kinahanglan imo sila inundaan, dili kay ingon nga imo sila ingnon mingon na lang ka karon nga day ang conference, mingon na lang ka nga ma'am natay conference karong launa. No, kay ngano kanang wata kay baw na sila gibuhat or na sila schedule in that time. So kinahanglan imo sila i-inform daan. And then provide staff development for new teachers and the purpose for conference preparation and scheduling. So mag-provide ka no og staff development like sa mga bag-o nga mga teachers kung unsa ang kanang naa sa conference or sa mga buhaton sa imo sila ingnundaan. And then consider alternative locations such as church or community centers for parents convenience. Yes, so magkuan na din imo i-consider ang mga alternative location, or for example kanang dili baron pwede sa school, or kanang naabay event sa school kanang during sa inyo nasabutan nga time. So naamoy kanang like second option, or naamoy kanang alternative location kung asa mo. And then print conference schedules and materials in multiple languages. So yes, if necessary, yes of course no, kanang for example na kay conference kanang kuan dira kanang materials like imong gi-print. And then kanang so if possible or if necessary kinahanglan imo siyang kanang like imo i-print, then naagad siya kanang translator like English imong gi-print, so naapoy kanang translate sa ubos nga Bisaya ing ana ba, kay kanang di man siya nga pagkuano kay para ang tanan is makasabot or para masabtan sa tanan. So mao na siya ang mga recommendations nga before, so before day parent teacher conference nga makahatag tog effective conference. So mo na siyang buhaton na to before. And now let's move on to during conference. So next slide please. So mao ni siya no. So we're now on the recommendation for effective parent-teacher conference. So during the conference, so first let's have they provide teacher care, refreshment and transportations if necessary. So if necessary rapud na nga kanang ikay mo provide sa kanang children care and then transportations. But nowadays man no is di naman na siya ingon nga ginabuhat or kanang responsibility pa na sa teacher nga nga sila mo provide sa transportation sa mga parents. So dili naman na siya karon, but if necessary lang, if ang imong parents is walang wala jud, so you as a teacher you can help. So show multiple samples of students' work and discuss specific suggestions for improvement. Yes, so imo ipakita sa mga parents during the conference ang mga sample work sa mga students, and then kanang imo i-discuss or imo maghatag ba kag suggestions unsaon pag-improve sa mga students, sa katong mga students nga kanang kanang gamay ilahang grades ana ang works or gamay ilahang grado ana nga subject. And then actively listen and avoid the use of educational jargons. Yes, so in a conference no, so kinahanglan magamit ka og kanang language nga kanang masabtan sa tanan. Kanang for example dili ka magamit og kanang inyuhang we all know educational jargon, so kanang mga words or mga kuan nga for education or makasabot is mga imuha bang kapwa teachers or ana. So dili, so imong gamiton is kanang masabtan sa tanan. So communicate expectations and describe how parents can help. Yes, so kinahanglan kanang in a conference, so kinahanglan na gyud na communication. So kanang ikaw as a teacher, so namoy interactive nga kanang kuan ba communication, like ang parents is mo storya pod, ikaw as a teacher is mo storya pod, and then like makuan ba like makuan kung unsa ang ilang matabang sa mga parents, and then develop a system for ongoing communication with each parents that recognizes parents as partners. So mo na siya no kanang like ongoing communication. So kinahanglan na gitay ongoing communication sa atong mga parents, di lang ingon nga magka-communicate lang mo in a conference. So kinahanglan na gyapon may ongoing communication, and then provide resources, materials that parents might use at home to strengthen student skills. So pwede ra pud ka mag kanang during conference, so pwede ra pud ka mag-provide og kanang like maghatag ba karon during conference, imong tagaan ang mga parents og mga resources nga makatabang sa ilang mga anak, or para sila mismo is makatabang sila sa mga ilang mga anak to kanang ma-improve ang ilang mga anak, or ma-strengthen ang skills sa ilang mga students. And then next, so next, let's have here the after sa parent-teacher conference. So recommendations for effective parent-teacher conferences. So after na ni siya sa conference, so unsa man atong kuanon, like ang gi-recommend diri is that provide parent with telephone numbers and schedules of specific time so they can make call you with concern. So like imo baron sila tagaan ang mga parents imong numbers or imong telephone number or mobile phone number. So and then imo sila ignandaan, so imo sila ikanang ikuandaan nga kanang ma'am, like akong klase ma'am is kanang 8 to 5, so makatawag mo na ko if namoy concern anytime, like I mean kanang 5 na kanang mag-start na sa 5 p.m. and then until onward, so pwede na mo makatawag nako kay 8 to 5 is klase na ko ana, so pwede mo ana sa mga parents, and then follow up on any question or concern raised during the conference. So imo gina i-follow up no kanang like imo barong di ba nag-note ka during the conference, imo i-note ang mga concern, so after the conference, so imo gina siya like imo siyang kanang ikuan balik, imo siyang kanang i-follow up balik kung unsa gito mga concerns sa mga teachers, kay para makuanan na natog mga solutions or ini nga kanang kinahanglan na buhaton para masulbad, and then plan a time to meet again if necessary. Yes, so kinahanglan ka na magplan na pud kag balik if ever ganahan ka makigmeet balik sa imong mga parents, or like if nanamoy ka nang kuanan balik, so magplan na pud ka like unsay pud kanang ganahan na pud ka nga namoy kanang sabutan balik or magbalik ba mo conference, so kailangan magplan kada ana na. And then encourage parents to discuss the conference with their child. Yes, of course, so kinahanglan imo encourage ang mga teachers nga kanang after the conference, so kinahanglan ilang i-discuss kung unsay na meetingan ninyo as a parent and teacher sa inyong mga students. So imo baron inyong mga students nga kanang ni ana inyong teacher sa conference, or mao ni among gimitingan sa inyong teacher dito. So kinahanglan kanang as a future parents baron kinahanglan ingnon pud nato ng mga students if kanang nag-agita sa parent teacher conference. And then ask parents for written evaluation. So kanang mangayo kag evaluation, like kanang naganahan ba sila sa conference, or kanang naaba sila yung naabay natabang ang conference sa kanang improvements ilang bata ingana, or naaba sila ikasuggest, sumangutana ka sa mga parents. And then debrief with colleagues to look for ways to improve future conferences. So like mangutana ka, so kani siya no after the conference, so mangutana ka sa mga kanang kapwa nimo nga mga teachers kung kanang unsa pa, di ba, what are the other ways, or kanang unsa pa yung mga kinahanglan nga mga paagi nga kanang to improve nga sa imuhang sunod nga buhaton nga conference. So mao na siya ang mga recommendations for effective parent teacher conference katong before, and then during, and then we have also here the after conference. So mao na siya mga recommendations. So that's all from my part. So and now I will give the floor to Miss Crisami Cañete. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, to continue, I wait na sila. So, to continue the topic, the following are the possible sources of grading and reporting system. Next slide, please. The following are major exams or composition, class quizzes, reports or projects, students' portfolios, exhibit of students' work, laboratory projects, students' notebook or journal, class observation. Next slide, palihog. Oral presentation, homework completion, homework quality, class participation, work habits and neatness, effort, attendance, punctuality of assignment, class behavior, or attitude, and progress made. So the following ari magkuha og mag-base og grado ang teacher in giving paghatag og grado sa students. Next, so reading and reporting methods. So the most words mostly composed of reading skill, so letter grade description sa katong mo ni siya katong card report katong grading system nato pag elementary katong na A for outstanding, very good, chucho, and etc. Next slide, please. So the advantages of katong letter grading system kay it's a brief description of students' achievement and level of performance, including students' potential, can be provided to parents and other interests. So, ang kanindot niya kay mabasa sa parents, mano sa parents ang performance sa students. So, based on parents' experience, of course, kani siya kay karaan naman siya nga grading system. So of course, ang parents kay makasabot sila because nakaagi pud sila ni sa talang younger days. So it is easier for them understand later. Next is the disadvantages or requires abstraction. Of course, abstraction siya kay wa bitaw siya specific nga kaning pila man ni siya nga grado kanang 95, so asa man ni siya nabilong ani, is it 95, 92, or 93? So despite of educators best effort, letter grades tends to be interpreted by parents in strictly norm preference terms. So the cut-offs between grades categories are always arbitrary and difficult to justify. Standard-based grading, mastery grading, and narrative. Next, please. So, mo ni siya example sa letter grading system. And C for acceptable or basic. Mo ni siya. D for making progress. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. O kana, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next slide. So, percentage grade. So, our ultimate multi-category grading method can range from 0 to 100. Generally more popular among high school teachers than elementary teachers. So, mostly, ang percentage grade kay gigamit ni siya sa high school teacher kana 91, 92, kanang kuha na ba kanang numbers ang gigamit. Next slide. Next slide, palihog siya na. It also allows for sa advantages niya, It allows for maximum discriminators in evaluation of students' achievement and performance. So, and also maximize the variation variation among students, making it easier to choose students for honors or representative for special program. Oh God, kay kon gani kanang nana siya exact gani nga percentage or pila nga grado na numerical siya ba, so naibawan gyud ni 90 pataas, so ma-identify na ni mga students nga ma-appeal sa with honor. Next slide please. Disadvantages kay requires great deal of abstraction, interpretation of meaning, stage grad exam, extremely large number of grade categories, it less more subjective. Next slide. So number three nga grading. So in an effort to bring greater clarity and specificity to the grading process, many standards-based grading procedures and rating forms to GASKI and one identify 4 steps in developing standard-based grading. Next slide. 4 steps are the following. Number 1, kay identify the students will be expected to achieve at the grade in each course of study. Number 2, kay establish performance indicator of the learning goal. Indicate nimo ang performance sa isa ka bata, kung need ba og kanang attention span, ang need pa nimo provide. Determine grade assessing each goal or regards. And number 4, teachers judgment of students learning progress and culminating achievement in relation to the learning goals and standards. Next, goals are meaningful information about students' achievement and performance to students, parents, and others. So, of course, kay ang standards-based grading kay maka-offer man siya meaningful information kay ang as a teacher makabalo jud ka kani siya ni mga students ni excel ni siya or wala. So, therefore, dali na lang ang nimo pag-report sa parents sa performance sa bata sa school. And next, if information is detailed, it can be useful for diagnostic and prescriptive purposes. So, mas importante gid kung detailed ang information para sa diagnostic and prescriptive purposes, mas dali na lang siya. So, it also facilitates teaching and learning process better than any grading method. Next, please. Its disadvantages kay takes a lot of effort, of course. Sa pag-grado nimo sa bata, effort, and often too complicated for parents to understand kay usahay man good. Ang parents, dili tanan terms, dili bito tanan teacher ang parents kay makasabot because not dili tanan parents kay naka-attend og school, and it may not communicate the appropriateness of students' progress. Next slide. Number 4, kay pass or fail grading system katong isuwat nimo ang pass or fail sa card. So, simplest alternative grading method available to educators reduces the number of grade categories to just 2. So, pass or fail in the late 80s, pass or fail grading with originality introduced in college level courses in the college in order for students to give more importance to learning and less to grade they attend. So, According sa information kay ang pass-fail grading system in 1980s kay mas gigamit siya sa college students kay mas importante man gyud nga ma-attain sa bata ang kanang nakatunan niya
Brown out.
kaysa grades nga naa niya. Next slide, palihog. So, pass or fail was popular in the most universities and colleges in 1970s. These universities and colleges utilized this pass or fail grading to various programs. Next slide. So, advantages. Simplifies the grading process for teachers and students. Mapadali na lang siya mapasayon. And use of single minimal cutoff and only 2 grade categories improve the reality of assessment. Next slide. So, ang disadvantages niya ay pass or fail grading has the potential to make learning environments more relaxed by focusing students' attention on learning rather than on grade. So, mas importante man gyud sa kani mo kung pass or fail kay mas tan-awon jud nimo ang nakatunan sa bata rather than sa grade. Grade kay dili kayo siya magmatter as long as ang bata kay imong tan-awon ang bata na ba siya nakatunan, na ba siya nakuha or wala. Then pass or fail grading is what students will face in many real life situations. Of course. Next slide. So, kanang students gain very little prescriptive information. Students spend less time studying if pass or fail grading is used than a wider range of grading system is utilized. Masabtan naman siya, no? Students only study to attain minimum passing level bitaw. Kay kani mo kung pass or fail, ang student bitaw kay magkuha na lang, magtuon ra for the sake nga makapasar siya pero wala yung learning ba, wala nasud sa iyang utok. Next slide. So mo na siya example sa method, mga method, advantages and disadvantages. So sa letter grade, kay ang advantage niya convenient, concise, familiar. Sa disadvantages kay broad, sometimes unclear indication of performance often includes jumble of factors including effort and improvement. Sa per grade, ang nakanindot niya kay easy to calculate of course. Kay numerical man siya, dali na lang siya labi na sa kanang electronic na lang nga record. So later on ako lang ni siya dalian guys ha, kay na importante gyud na i-upload diri kay morning activity nga ihatag ni sir. So broad, sometimes unclear indication of performance falls. So high scores not necessarily signifies mastery. Next slide, palihog. So, man siya sa standard base kay focus siya sa on high standard for all students pero sa disadvantage niya may not reflect students learning in many areas. Dili ma-focus sa ng uban na area. So, pass or fail, simple siya but consistent with mastery of learning. Pero sa disadvantage niya, little discrimination in performance, less emphasis on high performance. Of course, next slide. Number 4, kay developing effective reporting system. So, the most critical issue to be addressed in selecting the tools included in reporting system is what the purpose or purposes it is to serve. So, why we need to convey this information and what we need to accomplish. Next. So, critical aspect in determining what information marry audience and how would we like that information or message to be used. Next slide. So, Sheena palihog og present sa template sa DepEd sa electronic class record. Everyone palihog ko kanang participate or tanaw mo because morning activity nga ihatag ni sir and wala pa man siya instruction kung sa pero tugluan lang mo na mo unsaon pag indicate. So given naman ni siya no sa class record ni siya siya for grade 7 to grade 10 English. English ni siya nga subject sa DepEd. For example, Sheena, isuwat nimo ang pangan. Bisag kinsa lang nga name Sheena, ay nalan ng teacher. For example, Sheena Marie. So, nga niya na siya, guys. Wala, di lagi makita. Kana, next. Nanay mga score. So, ang written works kay mo ni siya. Ang written works kay kana mga quizzes. Apila diri ang kuan, ang assignment, yung performance task, mga presentation. Per 50% ang written kay 30%, yung quarterly assessment kay 20%. So 100% siya. Then mo calculate na ba ni siya diretso grade Sheena? Actually guys, kung kani gyud ipabuhat ni sir, tagaan ta mo link ani kung asa mo access ani. Pero mang kuan lang ta. Maminaw lang ta sa further explanation ni sir. So inyo ra i-type diri ang mga grades sa yung students kung written work siya, so i-type niyo ang score niya, ang over niya. So 30% na siya sa grado, ang performance task 50%, ang quarterly assessment kay 28%. Napa siya na sa pinakatumoy. Okay ni siya, Sheena. Kuan unsa ni imong gibutangan sa first quarter ni Sheena? Sa kani kay kuan ni siya. Like, makakita man mo mga tab diri no. Like diri for siya quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And of course, na final nga tab which is the summary of quarterly grades. So basically, ang akong gipakita is for quarter 1 back risa. And for example,
Excuse me sa guys, kanang ka 1% na lang gid mapawong na gid ni and then nangita pa ko ka charge on.
okay na lang na Robs, kaya naa namin na record na naman tinasugdan ani. Bahala lang maputol ato lang, importante ma-disseminate an information sa classmates. Padayon Sheena. Okay, dayon. Diba, as what I've said, in quarter 1, you've given your students 10 written works. Sa first na written works, ang highest possible score is 10. Like, for example, si Bravo Johnny or si Johnny Bravo nakakuha og 5. Sa ikaduha o like automatic na siya no. I know kay nagian nga mga teachers. Sa written works 2 nakakuha si Johnny og 10. Sa written works 3 nakakuha si Johnny og task. Imong gihatag is 10 performance task. Performance task 1, ang highest score is 50. Imo ra sad i-type dira kung pila ang score sa imong mo automatic ra siya og kuan. Okay na ka, Sheena? Ay, okay na ko. Maura to. Actually, dali na naman lang siya, guys. Inyo ra i-type ang score niyang over na sa taas.
Okay. Allow me to discuss to you regarding the DepEd template of kanang grading system, since earlier we were not able to discuss it clearly because of some system issue. So let me just discuss it to you in this way. So, like for example, we have here a student named Bravo Johnny, in which during the quarter one, as you can see here, there are different tabs. We have here the quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, and the summary of quarterly grades. So I have already filled out the sample scores of Bravo Johnny, in which during the quarter one, they were given 10 written works. And here are the possible high scores during this quarter. We also have performance task rather. They were also given 10 performance tasks, in which it has 50% of the grade system. Of course, we also have the quarterly assessment, in which it has 20% of quarterly grade. So as what I've said earlier, I've filled out here some score examples or some score samples of Bravo Johnny. Let's say during the written works 1, Johnny received or gained a score of 5/10, and so on and so forth. The total score of the written works during the quarter 1 was 230, in which Johnny only got 198%, which resulted him to have 25% and 0.83 out of 30% of the written works. We also have the performance task. Total score was 560, but Johnny only received a total score of 525 total score or total points, in which resulted Johnny to have 46.88% out of 50% sa performance task. We have here the quarterly exam. Perfect score is 50, in which Johnny only received or got a score of 45, which resulted him a percentage of 18% over the 20%. Initial grade is 90%.71, and as you can see, automatic na gyud siya, since this template is mas pasayunon pag yun ang pag-compute sa grado sa mga teachers. As what I've said, automatic na siya ni compute o quarterly grade, which is 94 na grade out of mga scores ni Johnny during the quarter 1. Basically, maorasad na ang imong buhaton sa quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, and here, the summary of quarterly grades. Automatic resad ni pop up ang score or ang grade during the quarter 1 ni Johnny, which is the 94. Tara, Diri is 94 after we filled out all of the scores of Johnny, and automatic na siya ni pop up diri. So basically, that this is how this template works. I hope this will help you in our activity that will be given by Mr. Yago. Thank you.